Happy Saturday, Raw Food Rehab. Today I'm finishing up this portion of Celebrating Transformations. All week we have been featuring members from right here within the Raw Food Rehab unit and telling more details about who they are and where they've come from. There are very few people here in the rehab unit who have actually arrived at their ultimate destination of where they want to be health and weight-wise. So these are all stories of people in transition. And so today it is my pleasure to feature member Susan Bradbury. I would imagine that almost every one of you who's watching this video, upon checking into the Raw Food Rehab unit, Susan was probably one of the very first people to welcome you with a green smoothie or a wheatgrass shot. Susan is a tireless worker around the Raw Food Rehab unit. I've known Susan for several months now, had met her on another website before I ever even did the Raw Food Rehab experiment back in June. And the thing that impressed me, one of the things that impressed me about Susan is her amazing energy level. I have never in my life seen someone that has the capacity to do in one day what she's able to do. I certainly can't. So that drew me to her, as well as the fact that I could tell that she was an information junkie, is able to extract information off of the internet and out of books, assimilate that information, and get it out there to people and help them along their journey. I was very delighted when Susan offered to volunteer her time to help once we opened the doors of this new Raw Food Rehab unit, to help me be my extra set of eyes and hands to be able to help run the website. I mean, you all can imagine, as you've seen, we have so many rooms, so much activity going on. There is no way humanly possible that I would be able to manage this all by myself. So if you get an email from Susan politely telling you to move a post, or, hey, why don't you put your video in the playroom, don't ever be offended. She seriously is coming from a place of wanting to help and wanting to keep the Raw Food Rehab unit as organized as possible. It's been a great fit because Susan is unable to work because she's a stay-at-home single mother to 2 children, one of which is special needs. And if you've ever watched any of Susan's videos, you've had the opportunity to get to see precious little Elliot. So Susan really has her hands full at home, and so she's home a lot, and she homeschools her older daughter. And she's also currently hosting her Aunt Esther. Hi, Aunt Esther, who's recently become a member of Raw Food Rehab. So she's got a lot on her plate, but she's near the computer almost every day, and she knows the layout of the Raw Food Rehab unit probably better than I do. I know she's learned all the secret passageways and the back stairways. And so I just wanted to celebrate Susan today. Susan used to weigh close to 300 pounds. She was plagued with a number of health concerns. She has gone from a tight size 16, or that probably was even larger than that at one point, but when she began her raw food journey, she was a tight size 16, and today she is a loose size 8, and she's continuing to, her weight has sort of leveled out, and she's comfortable where she is. Her ultimate goal is maybe to lose another 10 pounds, but she doesn't get hooked on the whole scale thing. I'm not going to go into any more of her story with you because I'm going to add a few links under this video where she tells her story in one video. There's another video where you can see what a trip to the grocery store looks like with Susan and Elliot, and how much she's buying. Since she is our green smoothie queen of the Raw Food Rehab unit, it's interesting to see how much greens she's buying on a trip to the grocery store. Susan also lives on an extremely tight budget. I mean, I could not live on what she's able to live on, and she makes it work, and she's 100% raw. And I'm also going to put a link under this video to a thread that she started on how to eat raw on a budget. And it's very helpful information, and I think a lot of you all are on a fixed income. So if you haven't caught that post, I want you to be sure to catch that post. So all the links that I think might be of interest to you to help you get to know Susan a little bit better. But Susan, we celebrate your transformation. I want to personally thank you for all the help that you give me and helping welcome people and answering so many questions. So today we celebrate you, and I don't really know what else to say other than I love you and I appreciate you so much. I feel like you've been a gift to the Raw Food Rehab unit for sure, a blessing. And I will look forward to sharing more personal transformation stories as the weeks unfold ahead. There's so many of you that I have my eye on, that I'm watching, and I know there are stories that will inspire, encourage, motivate, and literally help you transform your thinking. If these common, ordinary, everyday people can take their lives and transform them like they're doing, you can do it too. I hope you'll be inspired by these stories. I love you guys. I hope you have an awesome weekend, and I'll be back with you on Monday. We'll be celebrating a week of gratitude as Thanksgiving is next Thursday. I'm looking very much forward to being with you again. Bye.